Uh-oh.
There we go.
There he is. Hey, Coach, how you doing? Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it too.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and I see we got another one, another Coppell Cowboy on, Mr. Ryan Argawal. Ryan, appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Coach, we're going to jump right on in. Expectations are high for Coppell basketball this year. Talk a little bit about your outlook and some of your expectations as a program.
I think our expectations come a lot from the success we've had the last couple of years. Winning district the last 2 years, beating some high-ranked teams along the way during our non-conference schedule, and I think when you got the talent we've got coming back with Ryan Argawal and Anthony Black leading that way, expectations are set kind of high. And as the head coach, I kind of set them high for us too. So I think just going into the year, it's going to be a battle and a challenge, and we're excited to take it on.
Absolutely. And who are some of the notable matchups you guys have on the schedule for this season?
I think the biggest one we got right now is the Monday after Thanksgiving. We travel up to Richardson to play them. That'll be a pretty big matchup for us. We've got Trinity. We've got Boswell coming out of Northern Fort Worth, up-and-coming team that's real competitive. We try to put together a tough schedule. We're going to play in a tough district. I think once we get around the district, Louisville will be loaded. Marcus has a good squad coming back this year. We've had the Plano schools into our district, so I think in the long run, it's going to be a long, grinding season for us. But I think our guys are up for it.
Absolutely. And let's go around the table and introduce some of the guys that are here with us tonight on the broadcast. And I want the players to go ahead and introduce yourself. Give me your name, position, and your grade. We'll start with you, Ryan.
My name is Ryan Argawal. I'm a junior right now, and I play wing for my team. So that's me.
Absolutely. Who's next? We have Mr. Ben.
So yeah, my name is Ben Clement. I'm a senior and I'm a guard.
Okay, fantastic. And Nas Brown.
Hey, I'm a Nas Brown. I'm a junior and I play the guard position.
Fantastic. And so, Ryan, we're going to talk a little bit about you. You're one of the hottest 2022 prospects in the state of Texas. You're getting Division I offers left and right. Talk a little bit about your experience with the recruiting process, number one, so far, and also what are some of the things you're looking for in a college?
For me personally, I think the recruiting process has come pretty easily just because the coaches that have helped me, Coach Snell, Coach Goff from Coppell, Coach Sean from my AAU, a couple of my trainers, they build a lot of relationships and talk to a lot of coaches for me. So, like, the people around me have helped a lot with that part. So it's pretty easy for me to say, like, I can talk to new coaches if I want to reach out to someone. So they've helped a lot. But, yeah, I mean, I'm blessed definitely to have the opportunities that I've gotten so far and some of the ones I've been talking to. So it's been a great process for sure. I'm enjoying it and loving it right now because I know it's not going to always last. But looking for in school, kind of, obviously play style. And that's one of the main things. But one of the things I've kind of noticed over the years of playing is you got to have a relationship with the coaches, especially the head coach, because at the end of the day, that's going to be the guy who you're playing for. So that's kind of one of the main things I'm looking for. What head coach, is reaching out, talking to me as often as they can. And then one of the other things is, development, personal development. Obviously, team development's a big thing, but, you're not going to be playing for them your whole entire life. So, personal development, making you a better player to get to the next level. So those are kind of the things I've been looking for in the recruiting process. But, yeah.
Fantastic. Outstanding. And Nas, over to you. Talk a little bit about how your recruitment has been and what you've experienced so far and what's important to you.
The recruitment process has been pretty good. How coaches talk to me, just being patient pretty much, just looking at what coaches have been showing interest the most and really talking to me, trying to get to know me and how I play and watching my film.
Now, you were a all-district, and correct me if I'm wrong, I know you're first team all-district, but I'm not sure. I think you might have been the district MVP last year at LD Bell, but you were at LD Bell last year. Talk a little bit about being at Coppell this year and your transition process over to Coppell in that club.
Transition, it's a lot different at Coppell. Love the coaches. Everybody's like really greeting. the transition's a little different because of the things we did at Uddy Bell, like the weight room and everything. It's a lot different than being here at Coppell. And I like how we get after it and practice a lot more now, and it's a good environment.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Ben, how about you? Talk a little bit about some of your personal and team goals for this season.
Ben,
You're
you
muted,
on mute.
Ben, you're on mute.
I'm on mute, my bad. So obviously we came off of a district champ. So first and foremost, I think we want to get back to back. Or no, this is our third time. So hopefully we get our third time district champ. Secondly, I think we want to get past the second round because that's kind of been like that's been the limiting factor for our team for a long time. And then thirdly, win state. I think that's like the big goal for us, and that's what we're working to do. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's throw it back over to Coach Clint. So, Coach, what are some of the things that you guys are making a conscious effort of paying attention to this year? You know, I'm sure you've learned from mistakes in the past. What are some of those teachable moments for your guys that really you think are going to make a difference later on in the season?
I think the biggest ones for us are just being able to fight adversity when it hits, and knowing that basketball is a game of runs, and when teams have a run, we have to adjust and find a way to make that stop and be successful putting the ball back in the hole for ourselves and making the run ourselves. So I think just the way we design practice, the way we try to compete against tougher opponents, put ourselves in those situations and give us the chance to learn from those opportunities is the biggest thing we do. Our guys have responded to those situations a lot. We've had success in late game situations where the score's real close and we may have to come behind and we've had to hold on to a lead. And so, I feel like just challenging the guys and making them be disciplined enough to do those things in the right moment is the biggest thing that'll lead to success.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I'm going to go back to the players real quick. And one of the things we always talk about is life after basketball and what you'll do after the ball stops bouncing. So, Nas, what's the plan once the ball stops bouncing? What do you plan on majoring in? What career paths do you want to chase once you leave high school and beyond? Talk a little bit about that, and I'll go around and ask each one of you guys that question as well.
I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to go to school and do communications, get my communications degree, and like be on like how they do like NBA TV and just like broadcasting and all of that. Because my mom's in the same field, and I think it's pretty cool. And like do some investing, just be smart with my money.
Wow.
Great answer.
Fantastic. Ben, how about you?
Right now, I'm going to major in engineering. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what type of engineering I want to do, but that's the direction I want to go in.
Okay, fantastic. And Ryan, how about you?
I think I'm gonna follow my brother and my dad's steps and kind of seeing that they're in the business field and kind of seeing the flexibility that they have and the lifestyle they have. I've kind of really enjoyed watching them build new relationship and meet new people, and so I think that's kind of the direction I'm gonna head in. If at least that's at the top of my list right now. So unless something changes, that's probably what I'm gonna be doing, business side of things.
Good deal.
Fantastic.
All right. So I'm glad we got that question answered because that is super important to us, as is, I'm sure, your families and all your teachers and your coaches to know what you're going to do next. But before we can even get there, I want to talk about, again, it's the elephant in the room. I'm going to ask every single program on tonight about what are your challenges? And Coach, this is really a question for you. And then I'm going to ask the guys a real quick question. But what is your biggest challenge right now to ensure that your players are staying safe so that they can start the season safely and finish it safely?
Obviously the biggest challenge is just making them aware of the situation on a daily basis. Anywhere they go, anything they do, they not only are putting themselves and their families at risk, but they're putting our team at risk and our potential season at risk. So, we do a lot of the typical protocols you see at a high school. We take the guys' temperature every morning they come in. They fill out a checklist to make sure that they're not showing any symptoms. We wear masks whenever possible. We social distance when possible. We're practicing our guys in different gyms and keeping varsity, JV, freshmen separated when we can. And, just the biggest thing, I even talked to him on Wednesday or on a Friday when we did our quote of the day and kind of our team talk before practice. And one of our big core values at Coppell is being disciplined. And, we talked about the fact that, being disciplined to do little things, not just on the basketball court, not just in the classroom, but even this year with the whole COVID situation, that, those little things might be the difference in us getting to play that night, having a game rescheduled, or what may come of that situation. And so, and we even talked about, I need you to be disciplined because, hopefully not, but I might be quarantined as well. And one of the assistants may have to take over, and I need to trust that you're going to be disciplined enough to play your best and do your best when the head coach isn't around and the assistants have to run it. Or I've talked to him about needing to be disciplined when one of the starters or one of the other players is out for whatever reason, and now it's your turn to step up and you got to fill the void. And so being ready when your number's called and having the discipline to do those things. So, and I think just putting it on their conscious mind and reminding them the importance of this, and I know how much it means to them. So that's not much of a stretch for me to ask, but they understand the situation.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear all of the things that everybody really is having to seriously consider and implement. It's the little things that really, that's what's going to save us. That's what's going to get us to the next marker. So guys, I've got to pose this question to you. Are you all staying safe outside of the basketball gym? I know that there are things in place, and when you all are together, you're a family. But are you all really, truly being honest?
Don't smile.
I want to hear this too. I want to hear the answer to this too.
Yeah.
That tells me.
Are those innocent smiles or those mischievous smiles?
No, I was gonna say, I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I think like the basketball team, like in the years past, it hasn't been, but this year and last year, really, really, like the guys that we hang out with are like our teammates, like the basketball players. So the fact that we hang out kind of like out school, like our group is kind of the basketball team. So we're really only always hanging out with each other. We only practice with each other. So for the most part, we're always hanging out with each other. Right. If we ever like want, Anthony plays football, when we go watch him, like we're always, together, but, following the protocols that they have at the games and everything. So, like, I don't think like we're never, like, being in big groups or anything like that. It's always just kind of the groups. And usually everyone in the group is part of the basketball team. So for the most part, I think like, we're sticking to the same people that we've been sticking around this time, and them being our teammates is just even better. It's not even just team bonding, but it's also kind of staying safe at the same time. So it's just a plus for us. But I'd say like I think we're doing a pretty good job of just kind of staying same people and in small groups. So yes, sir.
Wow.
That's good, because I'm telling you, you all are going to be what saves you. And so we're all individually and then collectively, of course, responsible for, getting to that next phase. And so I think that is so important. And I thank you for confirming that you all are playing it safe on and off the court. So good deal, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you all. And
Coach Clint, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys joining us. The Coppell Cowboys are in the building live.
Thank you guys. Thanks for what you do, Jabari and Christy. Appreciate everything you do for these athletes.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
you.
Good luck this year. We'll definitely be tuned in, watching, and supporting.
Appreciate
all
it.
right.